I'm Dr. Tom Jansen. This video tour gives you a quick tour of a assessment report focusing on the bio or behavioral interview online portion. What you see on the screen initially is the cover page, and from that we can see that this candidate, Tanya, who is a candidate for a sales account executive at Standard Coffee, did really quite well on the personal job fit, the performance inventory, the strengths inventory, did very well on the logic puzzles, and then did about average on the performance skills. But we're going to show you the performance skill is really the behavioral answers, and we're going to show you why she actually did better than that, and you can see that from looking at the report. So I'm going to just flip into the report section that deals with the online interview. Okay, so here was the question that Tanya was asked. A good working knowledge of our product and service offerings contributes a lot to creating value. Please recall the time when your depth of product service knowledge was most useful when applied to an educational or volunteer project or work assignment. Now, I'm not going to go and try and read all the answer in here because there's a lot of detail that she provides. First, there was the key result, as you recall, and then there's quite a bit of detail on how she did it. But we'll notice that she also gave us a frequency. She said this was the only one, so that kind of cuts it back a little bit. And then the confirmability, though, she gave Deb, who's an office administrator. Her self-estimate of her performance was pretty high at 1%, and her confidence in the estimate was very high. She did give us permission to contact, and we did send a confirmation request. We got a response, and actually if you read the confirmation text, it's very complimentary. However, the rater in this case, I guess it was Deb, was really not very good, very generous with her ratings, and only gave her a top 40% rating, which is why she scored a little low on the section, even though she had all of her answers confirmed, and really confirmed in a very positive way. So, you know, I would override Deb's kind of poor use of the scale and give this candidate, Tanya, a higher score. In the second question, she had a different confirmer. Our most effective people get a lot done working smarter and overcoming obstacles. Please pick the time when you've got the most done in spite of difficult challenges. And there she rated herself in the top 5%, but her confirmer rated her in the top 2% and said Tanya always did a great job in every position she was in. So again, very strong confirmation from the external party in this case, and was using the scale probably more the way it was intended. And in the final question, again, she used Deb, who gave a strong endorsement in her descriptive text, but once again used kind of a low number in the rating that she submitted. So we get a good, clear idea of what the key result is that Tanya achieved, how she went about doing it. We got a confirmation of that from a third party that was, this is an office email, so we know pretty much that this is the person that was listed. And that's the kind of information that we get over half the time when candidates request or give us the email address to confirm a third party, and it really gives the decision maker a much clearer basis to decide who belongs in the short list. And then once you actually start the interview, instead of starting cold, you can start by complimenting them on one of their great answers. I mean, that was a really great answer you gave, Tanya, regarding the most challenging and impressive sale you worked with in the last couple of years. Now, could you go on and give me a little more depth on how you set up your new contacts? So you gain yourself a lot of permission to ask great follow-on questions and great probing questions because you already have the candidate thinking of answering in specific times, and you have 2 or 3 specific times to start from.